Welcome dear students. So in this video we are going to discuss about the CF lab assignment to demonstrate the usage of graphs in the Excel sheet. So basically this is the output that we are going to get after completion of the assignment. So basically we are going to design this particular mark sheet of a student or few students you can say, and then we are going to use these graphs. So to do that, first go to the Excel, Microsoft Excel, and a new document will be open to you. And here you're going to save this file with a proper name, and then you're going to give the column names, and then you're going to enter the data. So, so you're going to write roll number, then in the next tab, name of the student, and you can take some 4 to 5 subjects or 5 to 6 subject marks, like you can take English, language, physics, chemistry, and so on. Then after that you will just increase this if you want. Okay, so you can make adjustment to these columns, and then you are going to write the total marks, and then you're going to put the percentage. Want to make it bold, you can select this entire row and increase the font size if you want. So you can make it as Times New Roman, or you can keep this as it is, and little size you can increase, and you can keep it as bold. And now below this you're going to write some 10 students roll number. You can take any roll numbers, but take the roll numbers in the proper sequence. So we can start with 101 and followed by 102 and so on, or just drag this. But here you can test, make it as fill series, so it will take it as a series. Okay, or if you want to start with something say 201, you can make it as 201, and then select this and drag this, and then you can say select on this, here you can say fill series, so it will get in a series. So we'll keep it from 101 to 110. Then you can enter any random names for the students. So once you're done with the entering of the roll numbers and names, then randomly enter some uh, marks for the students. Like you can enter, say, in this we have 78, 76, and so on. So similarly, we can enter say 78, 79. For every student, you will enter some different marks. Randomly, you can take 85 and so on. So complete the same operation for all the students and enter for the subjects that we have mentioned here. So till biology or CS, you're going to enter the marks. So now we have entered the marks for all the students, and now our task is to calculate the total marks and the percentage, or you can say the average. So to get the total marks, there are two ways. You can go to select this particular cell. So always remember that all these are the column names that we have in the Excel, and these are the rows. Okay, so for this particular cell, it is indicates that we are in which name box will always indicate we are in which column and what is the row. So here you can see that currently my cursor is at position M, that is we are in column M with row 2. So similarly, if I put my cursor in this location, I'm in the M column with the 5th row. So go to this formula bar and put equal to, and then use the function, inbuilt function, that is sum, because we want to calculate the total of all the marks for the one student, that is Akash or Rashmi and so on. So sum of open parenthesis, then you need to write select this one. Okay, so this indicates that G5, and from G5 we want to calculate till L5. So I will just drag this. Just a moment. Just go to this option. Sum of, from starting to this, you can drag this till L5 and close the parenthesis and then say enter. So automatically the total will be calculated. Similarly, for second student, if you want, select on this particular cell, go to this option, equal to sum of, open the bracket, and from here you can select it and you can close the bracket and say enter. Or otherwise you can just click on this cell here itself and write equal to and then sum. Okay, open the bracket, and from here you can select this and then close and then enter. So these are the traditional ways that we use. Otherwise, once you have calculated with this formula, what you can do is, instead of doing this for all the students, if there are say 500 students, so it will be very difficult to do that. So just click on this. Already we have written the formula. Just place your cursor here. We can observe that there is a bold color plus is appearing. There is a cursor position. Just drag this down so that the total marks is calculated automatically. So this is how you are supposed to calculate the total marks. And the same way, if I want to calculate the percentage, I will click on this. I will go to the formula bar. Here I will say equal to. So I want to calculate the average. So I will use the average function. Average of, sorry, I will use this average function. Average of, open parenthesis. So I want to find the average of all these subjects. So again, I will select the particular cells. We basically call them as the cells, and then close the bracket and just say enter. So actually I included a total here. It should not be included. So it should be only till starting with English, and we should end at biology. So then close the bracket, then enter. So you can get that, you can see that the percentage is calculated. Again, for the second student, again you can click on this, say go to this formula bar, equal to average open bracket parenthesis, and you are going to select this. Okay, again this is a tedious task if the number of records are more, but here we have very few records, we can do it. But to avoid this, again what you can do, you can select this and you can see observe a bold colored plus symbol. Just drag this till the end so that automatically it will be calculated. You can see that percentage is calculated for all the students, but we can see that after the decimal places we can have 4 digits or we can have 2 digits and so on. For some directly we have 65%, 63 and so on. So to avoid this, what you can do is click on a particular cell, on this cell, right click and go to the option called as format cells. Okay, dialog box will appear. Then go to the option called as number. This is the general one that by default that we get. Click on the option called as number, and here you can see that decimal places. So decimal places, if you want to let it be like 2, if you want 3 and 4 and so on, and then click on OK option. So automatically it will be restricted to only 2 digits. So 83.17. So now I will drag the same thing again, so that for every student the percentage will be displayed with 2 digits. I mean, followed by the decimal point, it will be with 2 digits. So this is what is the basic requirement before we plot the graph. Now to prepare the graph or to plot the graph, you have to select this entire name of the students and their marks and the total marks. So select this entire thing and then go to the insert tab. In that you have the option called as charts, that is the group that is called as charts. In that you can have different types of graphs we can prepare, but we will go to the columns and we can select the second one, you can say. So now a graph is generated automatically. So now for this, you can see that we have different names followed by their total marks that we have scored. So if you want to highlight the marks, so select on this particular column. A small bubble will appear on all these columns. So and right click on this and say add data labels. We call them as the data labels that will indicate the total marks. So here you can see that the moment I click on data labels, it is showing this. So it will display the total marks scored for by the student. Click on add data labels. So data labels have been generated. It is not mandatory to take the same chart, but preferably you take this column chart and you can select this. So you can see that for every student we have, I mean, for all the students, this is the graph that we have plotted. So this is one simple example to demonstrate the graphs. So apart from this, other than this, suppose we want to have the graph for an individual student. So in that we can do the same operation by using the graphs. Now something like this, where I want to know the different marks scored by the particular student like Akash or Rashmi or Sujit and so on. So this can be done by selecting the row of that particular student. So let us understand that. So if I want to uh, plot a graph for Rahul, so I will select this Rahul's entire row. We should not include the total marks. We just need to include the name and then different subject marks. Select this entire row, go to the insert option, and from here you need to click on pie and then we can click the first one. So a pie chart is generated. You can drag it downwards and here it is displaying the name, but here it is not showing the marks in the individual subject. So I'll just click on this and again a bubble will appear. I will say right click and then again say add data labels. So here it will indicate the marks scored by the student Rahul with respective marks for the different subjects. Now it is showing it as series 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. But instead of that, I want to name them in a proper way like English, physics, mathematics, biology, and so on. So for that, select on this legend, right click on this and select the option select data. Click on the option select data. A dialog box will appear and then go to the option called as edit. Click on the edit option. Here it will ask the access label range. So what I want to have here, I want to have the subject names. So where are my subject names are present? Here the subject names are present. So here access label range, I will select this. So you can see that all the uh, column names or the subject names have been selected and then click on OK. So now you can see that here we can have the different subject names and then click on the option OK. So this is a graph that we have generated for a individual student. So in the examination they may ask you to prepare the graph for say Ramesh or Sujit and so on. So for any students you should be able to do that. So two things we have learned. One is we can have the graph for all the students together with their total marks, or instead of selecting total marks you can also select the percentage as well. That can be also done, or we can have a plot for a individual students. So for selecting the individual student, you need to select the rows. So that's all we have in this app program. Thank you all.